Okay, so I figured out why the Chat GPT-4 is not working. It turns out that you actually have to join their waiting list in order to use their new API. So that was primarily the reason why. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of back it off a little bit. We're going to use GPT Turbo, which is what they suggested for now. So that means that the old code will actually still work. So we'll just back up on the code a little bit just for now so we can kind of progress through this entire goal. Now, in case you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, you need to go back and watch the previous videos. What I'm trying to do in this particular series is basically figure out how to automate the process of saving a file locally on my computer and have that automate into YouTube with a title and a description and tag keyword tags and the whole 9 yards. So if you're just starting out this video, you need to go back and watch the previous videos in order to kind of understand sort of the context of where we are, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so with that, let's jump right back into where we left off, which is things. So I filled out the form for GPT waiting list. Hopefully they'll come back to me in the next hour. I'm just kidding. I don't know how long they're gonna take, and we'll we'll continue. But in the meantime, we at least have a way to get some kind of feedback from Chat GPT. We're just going to use the old API for now. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's just, you know what, we could just go back to the old code. We don't even have to like get it rewritten, or should we? What should we do? Should we let's go back here. Let's just merge it. We're going to do some manual stuff. Chat GPT has been good to us, right? So why don't we what was I asking here? So probably the code. Right, okay, so I've made some, right, so we don't want to do the new stuff. We just want to go back. Let's go back to this because this was working. Let's go back to this because this was working. Yeah, I'm repeating myself. I do that sometimes. So, but what I want to do is I want to kind of keep this part, right? Like I don't want to lose the split the file, summarize the JSON, put all that kind of stuff. I don't want to lose that. I'm going to basically try to see if I could just take the response, get the data indenting, right? So here where it says post, we're going to try to go from here. So we're going to take all of this out. We're going to paste this. And what should we do here? We're going to get rid of all of this formatted stuff, right? We're going to take the generated text that comes from the application, yeah, so let's do this. Let's write. So I don't even remember print. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking print C# here. So print, and it's like F. No, it's like F this, and then not F this, but you know, F quotation, and then it's like generate. So text. Yeah, and then this, and generate the text, right? Let's see what's coming back, because I don't actually know what's coming back from the API. Let's do that, and then let's do one more. I keep forgetting this is, I'm trying to write C. And then let's do response. Let's just see what's coming back from the response itself. Right, let's try that. So we should have some failures, but that's okay. And we don't have, right now we don't have a response here. So why don't we comment out this code for now? Why don't we comment out this code for, let's comment out this code. Let's just do that. So is it this one or this one, or where's the path? Where's the path? These guys, yes. So right, we have to replace this, of course. Windows V, somewhere in this ridiculous list, specify path. There we go, for the files. Try that again. Okay, so we got some results. What do we have? So, oh, an error occurred. Why did an error occur? But I got the text, so I don't understand why an error occurred. Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not certain why I'm saying an error occurred, because I got the text. So where's a response? Where did we print out a response? So this is a JSON response. Oh, sorry, that's from before. Generated text here. Oh, I see. The error was from the previous one, I think. So but the generated text showed up. So what it's suggesting is that you can't print this, but I could probably do response.choices maybe. I think that's what it's suggesting. Let's try that again. There we go. Right, so response, which was this, that's here, came back with a JSON, and then in that JSON there's a property called text. I see. So choices contains an array, right? And there we go. So see here, this is an array. This angle, this square bracket. Inside we want the first array. It always returns array, it seems like. We want the text property, which is this guy here. And that's our description of what it is, right? And then we're going to basically take that, and this could give you the text. So that's what it is. So that's right. So now that we have the generated text, we're going to try to convert that generated text into JSON. So right, so now we're going to try to enable this part of the code now. So Control KU is what I'm using here, and then hashtag to go back to this pound sign here. And what we care about is this generated text. So we actually have the generated text right here. We don't care about this, so we know what's going on there. So we have the generated text, and then if you notice, generated text is formatted input here, right? So all we have to do, we don't have to send the HTTP request because we don't have that. We don't even have to wrap this in an if statement. Well, you could do this. We already know it's in, so why do we have to? No, we don't want it. Let's do that. We don't even care about this if statement here. Generated text is equal to this. We don't care about this either. All we care about is formatting the text and then pulling the values out. And then how are we going to write it? So we need to import JSON, right? And then output the output file. Formatted output is not defined. Did you mean formatted output? Where's formatted out? Here. Oh, right. Yes, because we, oh no, but we have format. Oh, format output JSON, right? So we gotta change this. So format output, right? Because he modified the code accordingly. He, aka Chat GPT. So what we have to do is formatted output JSON. So this is the new definition that we have, not the old one. So this is, we're gonna do that. Yes. All right. So try that again. Okay. So we got to index out the range problem, and the only reason we have that formatted output JSON is because we don't have tags. So basically, we can't find because this is the old API, right? So we're not finding tags, or we're not finding. Oh, sorry, wrong language. You got to do a hashtag for coding. So we're gonna just comment these out for now. Actually, let's do this. Let's not comment it out. Let's just put empty string for the title and comment out this until we could figure out the API, the new API for ChatGPT, or until we get access to it, because we're gonna have to come back to this code and do some modification. So let's just do that, just so we don't get any errors, and then we'll continue from there, right? So there, results saved to summarize.json. So if I go here now, I have a summarize.json. I should be able to open it with, let's just open it with VS Code. And there, we have in this description, now we have a 1 here, which is fine. We have a suggested title, and then we have tags, right? So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's very good. So we don't want suggested title. We just want title. Description, title, and tags. Title. Titles. Title. Right? Yeah. So let's do that. So we can, so we're going to try to change this now to GPT Turbo, and we're going to see if that continues to work. So according to the documentation, where are the models, and where's the list of models? Oh my god, this is documentation, error codes, models, library. Oh jeez, where's models? Models are here. This is what I'm looking for. So we can do GPT Turbo, and that should work. 1/10 of the cost of text GPT-3, which will be updated in the latest iteration. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe GPT Turbo. Okay, so let's do this. Let's try the GPT Turbo. If not, we'll do GPT-3. There. And see if it brings back a title. OpenAI error. This chat model is not supported in vCom. Did you mean chat? Okay, so we got a problem with the GPT-3 Turbo. So why don't we try DaVinci 3? And then here. Okay, possible titles. It didn't give me any possible titles, so that means that I can enable this code. Right, and I think we should be fine. Let's find that. I don't have any tags, but I have titles. So what did it give me now? There we go. Possible titles. Now it's giving me an array with, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can modify that in any which way possible. Yeah, we can remodify that. That's okay. So we got a description, we got a possible titles. So here's what we're gonna do. Since we know that this code is working, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell GPT to fix the code for us, which is cool. I'm gonna copy this code. I'm gonna paste it into Chat GPT. I'm gonna tell it this is I've modified the code according to fix some errors. See the updated version below. I'm going to tell it I would like you to choose one title. Based on the 5 suggested title, I would like you to choose one title and to put into the JSON file. Based on the 5 suggested titles, I would like choose at random one of the these are hard problems to solve. It's staggering if this gets it right. Right? Oh, I forgot to tell it to strip the random numbers, the point format. So here, the random function to use it. Okay, so I don't know if I'm not certain that that's going to work. So it says from lines 1 to 6 at random, and then I'll have to tell it to strip out. Yeah, I'll have to tell it to strip out any other formatting. Just give me the pure text. I think that's what it'll end up doing. So that's interesting. Again, I have never programmed Python on this level before. I'm just not a Python guy. It's just not my thing. And what's crazy is that this thing is interacting with me as a human being, just as a human being. It's not. Now, to be fair, I have an extensive background in programming, so I have an advantage in the sense that I'm able to kind of understand the nuances. If you're a beginner and a novice, there's going to be some frustration with this process. So this is not for a beginner. I'm actually going to try to do a full-on beginner's course specifically on this. At least that's my goal. But this is, if you're a programmer, like, this is game changer. This just changes the game in terms of how you think about programming and how you write code, right? If this were me writing this on my own, I'd have to Google each and every single one of these lines, figure out what they mean, how to use them, etc., etc., pull in a bunch of code. This thing is doing this at scale based on my initial intent. That is game changer. So did it keep, let me just see, did it keep, yeah, it did maintain my paths and all that kind of stuff. Just double checking that. So let's get rid of that, backspace, and then paste that. Save it. So now it did. Okay, so let's see. First of all, let's delete this. Do the same thing again. I wanted to make sure that we remove these number points. Yeah, so I think what it's going to do is going to give me one of them with the number points, right? And I want to get rid of that as well too. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we want to make sure that it remove. So we want to tell it to remove. So it'll need a regex for that. So any numbered bullet point. So it's going to modify it just currently just to remove the format output. Let's see. So you have to bring in a new extension. Split the line, that's fine. Title sub. Okay. So it dropped that in the title. I would have done that separately, but that's okay. I'm not familiar with this RE sub. Okay, so stop generating, we're good. We get the rest. So we just needed this, just this top portion here. So we just need this top portion here. All right, so let's go see now. Oh, didn't put a title this time. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. What should we do? Let's undo that. Right, we know that this works. So the problem is that it's not putting a title. So basically the way that it did it was it did RE. RE, which is I have no idea what RE does. Right, so we know that this will work. Let's just double check that. Just want to make sure it'll work every time. There, so we got a title, we just have a number in front. That's it. And if that's all we have to do, then that's fine. But let's push it a little bit and see what we can do here. So why don't we just go back to, I'm gonna do a little bit of manual work here. We'll do a little bit of manual work. No, what am I doing? And we just got to take this RE command. So we see it's in this. So RE does what? So where's this title? So we're gonna let's just do this again. Selected. So we're gonna call it so strip title, and then oh, interesting. So, okay, so it's given me a random title. So the only thing I really need to do is just, so it's just this. I just need to take selected title and put it in here. Get rid of the loop because it's already doing a random title, I think. We'll find out. I have no idea. Let's find out. Yeah, because it's saying whatever this is, whatever this digital character, remove it if it's end with a period. Basically, that's what it's doing, right? It's saying get me a number, any single thing with a number, one or more numbers that ends with a period, replace it with 0 for this particular file. That's what it's doing. Of course not. Of course not. It didn't work. Oh, right. It worked. It worked. It worked. I know why. It didn't work because I didn't take this strip title and put it here. It worked. It worked. There. Okay, so now go back in here. Bam! Bam! We got a title and a description. We do not have any tags, but that's okay. We're gonna work with that for now. Okay, so in the next video, I promise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go figure out how to upload this thing to YouTube, and then we need to be able to press a button that's gonna do the whole thing. All right? Okay, so with that, thank you.